punchy. So that means we cannot use any weapons at all. Now, you may say, boy, that sounds like that would take a really long time. And you'd be right. It takes a very long time. Dark Souls 3 is not a game that is exactly meant to be done fists only. I shouldn't say that. Like, none of these games are meant to be done fists only, but they are very possible and pretty fun to do fists only. But we are at a bit of a crossroads and a standstill right now. Let me real quick. Sorry, I forgot to change the title. Dark Souls 3 fists only. And the game is not just chatting, it is Dark Souls 3. So, oops, Dark Souls is, it is a game where you very much can do fists only, but all of the bosses obviously expect you to have a much better weapon. They expect you to be able to do like 500 damage per hit, versus this where I'm doing like 150, 120 damage per hit. This says 205, but enemies have like resistances and armor and everything. So we've gotten ourselves into a situation where we have 3 bosses we can fight. One of them I do not want to even try until the last possible second, and that is Yorm the Giant. That's because Yorm the Giant is built so that you're supposed to use a special weapon that does a ton of extra damage to him. If we do Yorm the Giant, or if we try Yorm the Giant, then we're just going to end up taking like, the fight lasts like 30 to 40 minutes if you do it without the weapon, if you do it like fists only. And you have to hit a very specific part of him to do the most damage. So the fight takes forever. What I want to do is, before I get to there, get as strong as possible, which means leveling up our strength and dexterity very high up. Very difficult thing to do. Our second choice of boss is to fight the Nameless King, which is a very difficult boss, very punishing boss, and also quite a long one. The first phase itself takes like 5-10 minutes to do, and then the second phase takes quite a while too. And in the second phase, if we mess up a few dodges, we die. However, that can possibly be mitigated. You know, I did some thinking about like, how in the world do I make this easier? That can possibly be mitigated if we give ourselves some really good armor. So if we went like full brass armor, we would have a lot more armor here. Although one of the problems is this gives us low lightning resistance. So we may actually want to go for something that's got a bit higher lightning resist. Maybe the Drang armor. Fallen Knight would work too, but I'd like something that's at least close in weight. But I could also do that. And then get like Drang. Oops. Oh, that's right, there is no Drang gloves. I forgot. There's the northern stuff. Sorry, one moment while I just figure out what would be the best armor for this. Xanthus Crown actually gives a lot of lightning resist, but not a whole lot of the rest of them. Black Knight Helm, though. Well, this will look unbelievably stupid, our armor that we have, our armor set, but... So, like, we could do this. This is going to give us better armor. However, we're going to be just normal rolling, which is, like, still fine. That's not bad rolls. But that means also this Flynn's Ring is worthless. So we'll want, like, something else. Now, if we were able to access the DLCs, the second DLC, we could get a better ring. We could get the Ring of Favor +3, which would help a lot, as well as just being able to fight all of those bosses, which all of them would be really not too bad. So unfortunately, though, we cannot access those DLCs until we kill Sister Fried. And Sister Fried is a very, very difficult boss to do. So, yeah, unfortunately, this gives you a very low defense. So this is an option, is fighting this boss. And I gotta remember we have Black Knight and then Fallen Knight, Northern Lothric Knight, nothing of the same set. But that would allow us... The big problem is on this fight, if we mess up a dodge and get hit by a combo, we're dead. Like, and it stun locks you, so you have to get hit by the second hit if you get hit by the first one. So we would be stun locked and killed. With all this armor, there would be a chance that we might live. Not a high chance, but a chance. So that's one option. Another thing is going back to Sister Fried, and something important is we have this Dragon Torso Stone. Now, we wouldn't use the dragon headstone because that would count as a weapon, but the dragon torso stone will turn us into a dragon here. We look very goofy, and now we have a bunch of elemental resistances. However, we have horrible lightning resist, so when we do this, we cannot possibly fight the Nameless King, otherwise we will die. We also cannot wear armor at all while looking like a dragon, otherwise it, or like you can see, just you can't change equipment. So with me doing this and having those resistances, I think I'm going to try, and we'll see how it goes, I'm going to try the third possible option we have, which is Sister Fried and Father Ariandel. Now, this is another tough fight, and it's a very long fight. This is the one that we've tried probably the most out of all of these bosses, because it's, I think, our best chance, plus it gives us the best like increase in stuff to do. Like after we defeat this boss, we can go to the second DLC and kill 4 bosses with very high amounts of experience, or high amounts of souls that they'll give. So I want to be able to kill Sister Fried, but it's difficult. It's very difficult because she is a super long fight, and I do not have very much range. The best way I can hurt her is with backstabs, which also don't do a whole lot of damage. So I'm going to replace this with the Hornet Ring for boost to critical attacks, because I'm not being able to do the constant attacks, and we're just going to see what happens. It's going to be tough. I will probably die a few times, but this is likely going to be the rest of the stream, is working on Sister Fried. If I can kill her early, that would be awesome. And, oh, that was almost a backstab. Alright, she's disappearing. Alright, good. I can hopefully get an easy backstab here. Nope. There's something with the backstab positioning on Sister Fried that just does not make sense. Nope. I shouldn't have gone for another attack there. Wow, how am I still alive? I shouldn't Ember here, because I have no guarantee that I'm going to actually live. Alright, cannot get a backstab there. Oh, whoops. That's right, I don't know why I didn't think that was going to do a follow-up. So you can see the problem with us not wearing any armor is that she, she does a lot of damage, so it's going to be, we can possibly do a different strategy where we actually do wear armor. Obviously we can't do that when we have the dragon torso stone on. Oh, that was, yeah, that one was on my, on me. I didn't dodge right, or I didn't go to the right position. Interesting. That one, that punch should have hit. Yeah, you can see just really, really difficult hitboxes. Also, you can't really get those, like, charge attacks very easily. Woo! Alright, just heal up. Can't really get those, like, charged attacks very easily because she will dodge out of the way. Yeah, ideally we want to go into the last phase with, like, you know, at least half of our heals, our Estases. Estai. Interesting. That was very much, I was very much mid-dodge when that hit me. Not sure how it happened, but whatevs. What? Yeah, that one. I had a feeling was going to hit me. We don't want to be using so many heal. Okay, come on, man. We don't want to be using so much heals. We're already down to 8, which is like the minimum that we would like to be at, and that should have been a backstab. It is possible to, oh, that was a bad dodge on my part. It is possible to parry her, but it's tough. Plus, I think, so I tried parrying her with the parry shield for like an hour on stream. Not, I think, yeah, last time I did Dark Souls 3 Fist Only here. Tried parrying her for like an hour, and every single time it was a partial parry, which means that you end up also taking damage from it. which was infuriating. So I don't think it's like realistically possible to do it. So I'm going to try this, where I'm going to instead go for armor. 65.3. It's my favorite radio station, 65.3. Actually, let's go for that too. Looks dumb, but it's slightly better. All right, so now we do not have the Flynn's ring. We do not have, just like, we're missing out on a whole lot of damage. However, we do have a lot more defense. You can see just in the absorption there, that's a lot. And this is all like slash damage, and that's what we have the most defense against. So we're not going to be doing as much damage, but we'll still be doing a pretty decent amount. The only difficulty is that, yeah, we are now mid-rolling instead of fast-rolling, so hopefully that'll let us take a few more hits. But, I mean, this is, you know, this is the end of DLC 1 boss, so, it's, like, it's meant to be tough. It's meant to do a lot of damage, so... Oh, that was, yeah, bad dodge on my part. I don't want to heal yet, because it would be a wasted heal. Yeah, punches are very funny looking. You do like a punch and then a backhand. Well, that's not very fair. I think she just hit her father. Yeah, I don't know where she actually dodged to in there. All right. I don't know about that one. I don't quite know about that one. That was a little strange. Wow, half of my face is disappearing right now. I think, you know, I think I'm actually, yeah, I'm usually sitting kind of over here. No, over here-ish, I think. Yeah, so that might be why half my face keeps disappearing. Unfortunately, we don't have any more embers, and we could go buy some more, but it would be kind of a bit tedious. Because we would have to do some soul farming. And all of this, again, like, all of this is very possible without... Wow, I mess that dodge up every single time. I don't know how. All of this is very possible without taking damage. I'm just obviously messing up a lot. Also, one of the tough things about this boss, and it's, you know, kind of going to go into what we were talking about in the talk show today, I'm kind of doing a lot of brute forcing with a lot of this boss. I think it's going to come to the point where I'm going to need to really learn, like, how exactly to dodge each of these moves and know, like, the timings and know which ones I can punish. Yeah, I had a feeling I wasn't going to be able to get the backstab from that one. That one I should have been able to, but she cheated. Oh, okay. Speaking of cheating, she sometimes does that where she does a... Once again, that was a backstab. She does a dodge back when you're, like, mid-attack. I don't know how she does it. Right, heal up. Again, it's because she saw that I was doing the backstab. Sorry, my nose is running a bit, so that's why I'm, like, sitting there just like, ugh, itching my nose. Okay. Yeah, that one, I always do, like, panic rolls, and if you do, she'll catch you with that, and it'll hurt. Alright, she's jumping. How is that not a backstab? It's literally directly behind her. Look at her go. Yeah, that's when I'm pretty sure you cannot roll in for that attack. Because every single time I do, I end up getting hit. Alright, we're not exactly doing much better this time around. Yeah, I have no idea where the back of her is during that attack. Like, I've gone almost a full 360 around her, and I have not found it. Stop doing that. Cheater. Oh, she's going all over the place. And that's just the same position I've done like 5 times already. But somehow this time. So yeah, sometimes you can stagger her with like punches with any attacks. But it's not as easy to get those in without taking a hit yourself, so. Yeah. Sometimes she dodges out of the way, sometimes she doesn't. It's very weird. But we're kind of in the cycle right now where I'm able to get a backstab, then she disappears and jumps away, where you can get ideally an easy backstab, obviously sometimes not, because sometimes it was just not working right. Alright, phase 2. This is where we're going to focus on Ariandel. We will go to her to interrupt her heal when she does it, but otherwise we're going after Ariandel primarily. Alright, he's doing his AoE attack. It's a different AoE attack than I thought he was doing, but still is an AoE attack. Now he's doing his fire breath. Frieda's right here. I don't like it. Get away from me. And here he comes. Dum. Dum. Wow, I very much should have been hit by that. I'm lucky. Alright, now he's doing some slams. Alright, let's get him to move. Oh, I got trampled. Stamp and trample, crush and crumble! Keep getting frostbitten, which frostbitten will make your stamina regenerate slower, so you do not want to get hit with that. Okay, that was some spectacular tracking on Father Ariandel's part. Alright, leave me alone, Sister Fried. Yep. Yep. Alright, I'm just gonna go running to the opposite end of the room to get him to come over here. Instead of just wasting all my heals. Oh, whoops. Hey! Jader. Oh, that's the AoE one. Oh, no, never mind, that's not. Oh. I usually see him do the AoE one while I'm a bit further away, so it's a little strange. This fight is very ONS, in that you have to really be watching both of them. Probably not going to end up getting the kill on this time, by the way, just in case anyone's curious. This is more of a practice run than anything. Oh, crap. I wanted to get a backstab, but she was directly against the wall. She keeps moving in, which she, like, almost never does. It's weird. Alright, that's the AoE. Like, when she's a solid distance away, she won't move in, but for whatever reason, she's been doing that a lot this time around. Oop. I'm trying to stagger him. Okay, well. Okay, calm yourselves. Yep, I got stun locked. I think I don't do this second. The second phase doesn't usually last very long for me because Father Ariandel has no resistances. So on something like a pyromancy run or even like just a claymore run, you can take that down the second phase in absolutely no time. Like it can take you upwards of 30 seconds. So I'm not used to a lot of his attacks, including that one where he swipes across, which has a hitbox going from the very tip of that thing all the way back to his center. So I gotta stop challenging it and just dodge. Wow, you saw that? I was like mid animation. Okay, you know what? Just kill me. I'm not gonna do this fight with taking damage right at the very start.
Whence thou camest, here surely awaits thee.
It's such a tough fight, like, especially fists only. I think the toughest thing is that Sister Freed does stagger from attacks usually, not like continuous attacks. If you attack her like 4 times in a row, she's going to stop staggering, but 1 to 3 times in a row, and she's going to end up getting staggered and interrupting whatever it is that she's doing. And so when you have a long weapon, like a claymore, like a spear, like even just a short sword, you're still going to be able to hit her pretty easily. When you have fists, it's really hard to hit her. And so I kind of have to resort to doing just, okay. I have to resort to doing some critical hits. I had no idea how to react to that one. Also, she was right about to disappear. There we go. I don't even know how that one was considered behind. I was like punching her arm there. So unfortunately, our Lloyd's sword ring is just barely not getting used here. So it's essentially a worthless ring at the moment, but I don't really have much better. Hey. Luckily, whenever I get a riposte, I can usually get like 1 or 2 hits in afterwards. Nope. I don't know why I tried to punish that with a punch. Cool. Mid-animation. Whoop. This I'm getting some deja vu. Going behind her, doing the critical hit animation, and then her dodging after it's already started. Something feels very familiar about this. Almost like it's happened 40 times already. That was a very lucky backhand, because I was gonna take some bad damage there otherwise. Let's get some distance. Oh, she's gonna jump across. Short ring is doing its work again. Nope, that was a horrible dodge on my part. Father Ariandel's gigantic body is blocking the camera there. Alright, jumping across. Yeah. Had a feeling I messed that dodge up. Alright, well... I think this is the most Estus we've gone into this phase with, but I could be wrong. Again, I mean, we should be going in here with a whole lot more. I shouldn't be using half of my Estus during that phase, especially because we have to do an even harder version of that phase at the end, so, like... It's kinda screwing myself. Alright, got him to a different area. Bonk and bonk. Was that his AoE? Nope. Nope. Hey. Stop coming into melee. I hate when she does that, because then I have to just slowly, agonizingly go across the room. So that the boss can come over, so that Ariandel can come over here. Uh-oh. Nope. Yeah. I didn't realize that was the attack he was doing. Oh, great, and I just staggered him. That was literally the big thing that I was looking for, because I can deal like 1,000 damage with a punch there. Alright, she just disappeared. And get a nice backstab. AoE. Let's get him over here. So yeah, if we can do the last phase with the exact same amount of Estus as the first one, we would need 6. But that's going to be unlikely. That phase has a lot more ways that I could take damage. Get out of here, please. I'm getting this phase down a bit, though. A lot more. Oh, okay. Well, no, I'm just gonna AFK back here. Not truly AFK, because she will hurt me. I hate getting frostbitten. Oh, jeez. Wait, what? Okay. I thought the animation was playing like she was already, like he was already being healed. Considering I had just seen her do an attack like a second before then, I was really confused, but... Gucci. Alright, come on. Get yourself over here. Not mid-boss fights, other than there is actually a Dark Souls 2 boss where you, like, that's like one of the mechanics is that he summons an invader mid-fight, but not during the rest of the game. And I also play offline, so I don't get invaded by players anyways. Man, you know, for whatever reason, Frida is just, like, hugging him the entire time, even when he goes running across the stage. Like, I would love to have him just be over here by himself for just a small amount of time. But then she just runs forward with him. No, don't breathe fire. Ugh. Because the problem is, I cannot get away with attacking him. Oh, stagger. I cannot get away with attacking him. At all, if she's in melee range. Like, that would be an absolute death sentence. Can get like 2 hits maybe. Oh, and she's going to heal? Oh, no, never mind. She did her disappear animation, but she didn't disappear, oddly enough. Alright, move over here, Ariandel. No, stop breathing fire! Oh my gosh! Why? He's not supposed to breathe fire this much. Like, I've gone entire fights where he's not done a breathe fire once. I don't know why he's all obsessed with it this time around. Can't see anything. Move out of my way. Cool. Things are going according to plan. Yeah, and let's just keep that going. Camera is a boss. It really is. It's amazing how much it just gets stuck. And breathing fire. Alright. Standing over here. Oh, cool. Sister Frida literally flying across the entire zone just to come give me a hug. There is no way I'm killing it on this attempt. I do not have any possible way of succeeding in the final phase, because he's just breathing fire. He's literally just spamming his fire breath attack. That is all he's done the last, like, 5 minutes of the fight. Yes, I'm gonna definitely do Elden Ring whenever it comes out. Or I shouldn't say, I mean, it's officially February 22nd, I think. So I'm gonna be playing that a lot when it comes out, and streaming it for sure. Probably not streaming, well, I mean, we'll see. I might stream my first few hours of it, but then play a lot of it on my own. I'm not sure. But I am really looking forward to it. The game looks like it's going to be so good. And like I've learned after No Man's Sky, the first time it came out, not to get too hyped over things, but I also know there's a pretty high chance that this could end up being something special. All right, here's her 40-minute combo. Oh no, she interrupted herself. All right, she jumps or dashes, does an ice attack. Dashes, does an ice attack. Dashes, does her critical hit. You can see, by the way, she has more health during this phase than she does during that first phase, so it's going to be a long time. Yeah, here's her blender attack. Like, just... What's anti-hype? Oh my goodness, please, give me a moment. Anti-hyped for the next WoW patch. Yeah, same here. I ended up seeing some of the story stuff, and I already was very not wowed by a lot of the content that was coming. And then I don't know why I keep dodging into her there. And then I saw the story stuff, and I was just like, all right, I'm done checking out the news for it. I haven't checked out. Roll, please. Pressing the B button to roll. Yeah, it's gonna come with the double gating. It's not great. I almost lost her there. Okay. Cool, not backstab, I guess. Yeah. I think I need to not even do the backstabs during this. I mean, I can when she does this attack, but otherwise I need to just melee. Farm currency, wait a week. Yeah, no power, or you know, it's power gating, but it's stupid. Yeah, it's very frustrating. Come on, do an attack that's punishable. Punishable by death. Blink. Wasn't even in that. Yeah, Legion flying was pretty fun to no life. To just farm all the rep for and just get it done with. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the thing is, I just don't really enjoy playing a lot of World of Warcraft stuff at this point anymore. So, like, even if they allowed me to just farm forever, I still wouldn't be as interested, I don't think. Yeah, and the flying gating, like, it already doesn't, like, I don't know why they are limiting its, where it actually has any effectiveness. It's so frustrating. Oof. She has some power armor through that phase, or through that attack. Nope. Jumps. You know, I didn't even care about getting the backstab there. I just wanted to get a punch. And my guy just, like, punched who knows where. Alright, jump back, that's fine. Nope, jump across, that's not as fine. Alright, that's fine. So yeah, this is basically going to be the entire rest of the, of this fists only challenge until I can defeat this boss. I know that sounds kind of dumb because it's like, oh yeah, you're gonna be on a boss until you defeat it, but I mean, it's like I have 3 possible bosses to go to, and this is our best possible answer, our best possible choice. It's just gonna take so long because this fight is just, it's miserable. It's also, to be perfectly honest, not a very fun fight. I've felt that way forever, but it's also especially annoying. I think really it's just the phase 2 is annoying. The phase 1 and phase 3 are kind of tedious and annoying, but phase 2 is just like, why does that exist? And that goes like without even just talking about fists only. That's just the fight in general. It doesn't need to have that second phase because that ends up making this take longer than any other fights in the game. Not just because of fists only, but I mean just in any playthrough, Sister Freed is 9 times out of 10 the longest fight that exists. unless you're doing a challenge run that prevents you from using the Storm Ruler against Yorm. Even in that case, sometimes this will still take longer, to be perfectly honest. Nope. I had a feeling she was gonna stop me there. Don't stop me now. I'm having such a bad time. Nope. Okay. Almate. I'm trying a different strategy now where I'm just going for hits. I'm not even really, like, if I can get a backstab, I'm going for it, but otherwise I'm just going for punches. Stuck in a corner. Haha. Take that. If only I could do that every time, but she's not. In all the rest of the phases, she's not gonna just stay there. But yeah, this second phase just takes way too long. Alright, let's get some damage going in. 1018 damage. Hey. You. No. No be here. She just disappeared to do the heals? Nope. I was not on that. I disagree with your hitboxes. But yeah, I am very much the same way about the about World of Warcraft right now, kind of anti-hyped. AoE. No, that wasn't the AoE. It was the almost the exact same animation as the AoE. It's weird. Can't see what's going on. Ah! Alright, she's about to disappear, so I gotta keep an eye on her. I wish she didn't just, like... I guess it's better than her going into melee range, but I wish she didn't just do that attack this entire phase, because it just is like... Okay, you're just preventing me from being able to play the game for a solid, like, 5 seconds every 10 seconds. Hey, what a surprise. More fire breath. Alright, there's the stagger. Get the critical hit, man. Come on. No, I'd rather just get launched up in the sky. Alright, he's doing his AoE even though there's no one within 4 million miles of him. Come on, man. Work with me here. I've already used 3 Estus on this phase and I'm not even halfway done. One of those Estus used... 2 of those Estus used actually because of the AoE attacks there, hitting me when they really shouldn't. Oh, he's only doing the 3. Alright, and where's she gonna be? Right there. So I haven't logged into WoW in like 3 weeks. No, not 3 weeks. Well, yeah, I guess technically by tomorrow it would be 3 weeks, because I didn't log in for Christmas. I didn't log in for New Year's, or Christmas Eve for New Year's. And, oh no, just a swipe. So how have things been in there, Thorn? And just how have things been in the guild in general? And with the Jofo and the Rabza. I know, Jofo said Thursdays was, a day which would allow her to actually watch the streams, so I switched to Thursdays, and no Jofo, but oh well. I will assume something busyness. You play with Bubble now? Yeah, it seems like it's a bit of a ghost town. Hey, Firelord, how's it going? You only like keys? Yeah, keys are still at least kind of fun, although, I mean, there's still some things... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. There's still some things about keys that I'm kind of, like, meh on, particularly just Sanguine Depths. You thought about a Christmas present for, like, 2 seconds. Nice. You know, you subbing to me with your Twitch Prime was a wonderful Christmas present. It was more than I ever could have asked for. I gotta say, so like, I'm still always sad about that we don't run keys anymore. I think it's for the best because a lot of keys, like, to me, I wasn't enjoying them as much. I hate Sanguine Depths. I hate, well, really, that's the only one. There are some other ones that I'm kind of meh on, but that one is just, I hate that dungeon. But I also, like, tanking is just not as fun to me anymore, tanking and keys. And then there was the guild stuff that happened. That was, like, the primary reason why I ended up, that hitbox made 0 sense. That's the primary reason why I stopped, you know, logging in and everything. But, like, I'm glad that even through that, that we're all still buds. You know, Thorn, Old, Coffee, Mira, and I, we still talk. We still have fun. Yeah, I don't see Bits in the Cord much anymore either. She might be, because I know she does some stuff with some Vindicatum folk, so she might be running stuff with them. Yeah, it's in Vindy stuff a lot, yeah. So I don't even know if she still runs with, like, Jyra and everyone, but I know she's got that squad there that she's doing, like, with Prue and all of them. So, and there's nothing wrong. I mean, that's good. She's got a good group that she can run keys with. So, good on her. That was, I don't know why I didn't dodge there. That was completely 100% on me. Still don't feel good to get punished so badly, though. Okay. Where's she gonna go? Nice. I can get a good backstab. Or I can just punch instead, because this game's hitboxes make absolutely no sense. So many dodges. How does she do it? Come on. I'm dead. Leave me alone. Oh, I ran out of stamina. No, 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 no. Leave me be. I just need to heal. Once again, I was behind her. Did not want to give me a backstab hitbox. The hitboxes during this phase are stupid. I'm just going to say that. They are stupid. This is, like, so ridiculous. I'm, like, only now realizing how dumb the majority of them are. I'm getting hit from attacks that are not even close to me. Thank you, Firelord. I appreciate that. I very likely do not got this, but at some point, hopefully I will. That attack and her, like, black flame jumping attack, you can punish with a backstab, but it's really tough to punish anything else. So otherwise, I think the big thing is I'm just getting a bit greedy with this and just kind of trying to speed it up a bit. I may just have to, I may have to settle with the fact that this last phase may take 10 minutes at least. I thought that wasn't a backstab for a second. I was about to get angry. Do it. Oh yeah, it's a ridiculously long fight, even when you're using a real weapon. It's just so tedious. Like, again, why does this... like, cut out any one of the phases and this fight is fantastic. But, like, why does this third phase need to exist after the first two phases? But, I mean, we're getting there. Nope. And instantly punished. It's like 80% Sylvanas. It really is. I think that's why I hate this fight so much, is because it reminds me of Sylvanas, and that's why I hate Sylvanas so much, because it reminds me of this fight. Nope, bad dodge. Oh yeah, it's a visual spectacle for sure. Like, Frida's a really cool looking fight for sure. That boss has to... yeah, oh, well, so I was thinking about it earlier, okay? Like, imagine here's a way that they could fix that fight instantly, and it would go from being probably one of my least favorite bosses that Blizzard has ever developed into one of the best fights ever. That chain phase, the whole second phase, if they really are interested in keeping that, make that like, you know how like N'Zoth, you had your phase 1 where your first fight where you go fight all the way getting into him, and then your second fight where you fight N'Zoth himself, and it's like the final boss is split up into 2 things. Do the chains phase, make it longer, but make that its own fight, and then make it that you get to the final area where it's like that square platform, and then the 4 platforms around, and make it that you have phase 1 phase 1 of the normal Sylvanas fight takes place on that square platform, and then phase 2 takes place like normal. Like, wouldn't that be amazing if you had just those 2 phases? It still has all of the normal things, and then you could still have the Sylvanas chain phase as its own entire fight. Maybe have something else with it, who cares, but like have that be its own thing where you're just chasing after her. Like, wouldn't that be so much better? Yeah, make quality game versus replace characters with bowls of fruit. That's been one of my favorite things about Final Fantasy 14 is how many people just rip on World of Warcraft, and the bowl of fruit meme is such a huge meme in there, like people talking about how they're busy replacing characters with bowls of fruit. But it's true. I mean, it's like, regardless of if it was difficult for them to replace a lot of that stuff, that still is them taking a bunch of development time to comb through everything and replace it all. All right, let's just start over. We learned about the bowl of fruit thing way after. Yeah, it's pretty stupid. It's just, I mean, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Blizzard is such a bizarre company. They are not even, you could not see the things that Blizzard does and think, oh yeah, that's the same Blizzard that made the first, the game and the first 2 expansions. Yeah, Final Fantasy 14 has hooked me a lot. In like 2 or 3 months that I've been playing it, like 3 months, I've gotten about 400 hours into it. All right, let's start over again. It's a really good game, and the story, like I could not imagine. Freaking attack me, please. There we go. Like I spend so much time playing World of Warcraft all the time and everything, getting all obsessed with the story, and then they just keep making it worse and worse, and even in-game story is just so horribly done. Final Fantasy 14, not only is the story amazing, but they tell it so perfectly, and like, man, I can't believe that a game can actually tell an MMORPG can tell such a good story and tell it so well. But gameplay wise, it's also just really fun. Like, it's a really enjoyable game. Even early on, I know Preach was saying like, oh, early on it's not great. I think early on it's fantastic, and it just gets better. But like, the weird thing, like dungeons are 4-man content instead of being 5-man, so that's like a weird thing to get used to. But it's got a whole lot of different ways that you can play the game. It's really fun. WoW 10.0, just make it WoW 2 and burn it all down. Yeah, it needs to be a new company. Basically, it is a new company with all the people they left/fired. Yeah. Well, that's the problem, is that like a lot of the people that they fired and that, left and everything, like, it's not even the same Blizzard anymore. And so their design philosophies are inherently going to be different from the design philosophies of the original WoW dev team. And it's very frustrating because it's like, man, this is just, it's not the same game anymore. It feels, but like, and that might be a good thing in some cases where it's like, oh, it needs a shakeup, but it's not a good different thing. It just feels so like just depressing to play it. It is missing all of the things that Blizzard did that ended up, yeah, the double gating. Like, that's like the perfect example of, oh, interesting, if I block that, I can actually get a backstab right away. I should try that more often. But yeah, like imagine if during Wrath of the Lich King, if you wanted to see the story of the Lich King, the fall of the Lich King, and it took you like 12 weeks in order to actually be able to experience it, and all of the quests that you did were just go here and like kill 3 things, or like stand in this area and like collect 40 objects, while also possibly killing 20 enemies. And like, wow, that sure is a great way to experience this game, is just doing the same thing over and over again, and then having to wait a week to do the same thing over and over again. But that's Blizzard for you. Cheater. Nope. Got her. Ladies and gentlemen, we got her. Nice. That 4th punch was very risky. Oh boy. Yep. I knew that was going to get me. That was my bad for just constantly dodging towards her instead of, you know, thinking about it. To be fair, that's how people that don't have a team for keys feel. Yeah. No, I mean, that's... If you don't have a team for keys, they are like such an awful experience, because you just have really crappy people, like really bad players and really elitist players, and then you put them all into a bowl, into a +5, and you have people that like don't know how the video game is played, and then it's like, okay, now every time you want to do another key, you have to find a new group of those same players. Like, that's just awful. So having a full team for keys makes it so much easier. Not having a team makes it feel not even worth it. She's in the corner. Nope. I knew as soon as I started that 5th attack I was gonna get hit. Boo hiss. Alright. Only 10 Estus, that's not great. Oof. That was a very lucky dodge on my part. Oh. What? She's got no health. Cheater! Yeah, I agree on what you said earlier, Thorn. Punches look really, really silly. Alright, here comes the most boring part of any fight that's ever existed. Oh, I am in the bone zone. Alright. That does so much damage. I don't know where I am. I'm just gonna keep rolling. rolling. I just wish I had, like, embers, because that would be a really nice thing to be able to use right now to heal up a bit. Because it is a full heal, but... He's dumping it. Nope. Cool. I mean... There's that. Alright, so what I'm going to do here for the last, like, 25 minutes of stream, because I'm really tired of seeing this fight, is I'm just going to go make an attempt at Yorm, which is the boss we have not even attempted once yet. Now, Yorm is a very, 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 very long fight if you do it without the correct weapon, if you do it without the Storm Ruler. Now, the video that I had seen, I watched a playthrough of this here game, Fists Only, and it was very interesting to watch because it was I think it was Squilla Killa that I watched, and he had his own like strategy for the whole for everything in it, but it was interesting to watch him do this fight, because he had a strategy that I didn't even know, or like a thing that he was doing that I didn't even know existed, and that is if you punch his hands where he's holding the hand that he's holding a weapon with, it does extra damage. If you punch his head, it does the most, but you cannot possibly reach his head with fists. So we're not going to be able to be doing that at all. However, we can still hit his hands. The problem is the fight takes a long time. In phase 2, he attacks really fast and does a lot of damage. So I just want to see how this is going to go. I have no idea what's going to happen. I've literally never attempted this this way. I've attempted this boss without the Storm Ruler one time, and it was as a lightning user, so that helped a lot. So yeah, you can see this is what we have to expect. But like if we attack his hand, it's gonna do 100 damage versus if we attack his legs where it's only doing like 40. So that's basically our best bet, is attacking his hands. Cool. Oh, cool. I was like, that was a sarcastic cool, and then it was a genuine, oh, that's cool, because I actually did end up hitting his hand. But yeah, you can see like the hitboxes are really rough. Now, I believe if we hit his hand enough, he will actually stagger. So we can do that. Oh, I got an itch in my eye. All right. It's a shame because that was the attack to punish. Oof. Yeah, can't have that. And there's my biggest concern. I made a very slight mistake, and it took a lot of health, and I ended up having to heal. If I do that too much, then there is no way that I can get this fight in time. Or not in time, but just like at all. Like it's just gonna take forever. So I need to really learn the fight, and that's the tough thing, is that this is a fight that I genuinely haven't learned. I've learned some attacks. Like I know obviously there are some attacks, how to dodge certain attacks, but like during the phase 2, I don't know very many of them, and usually when I'm using Storm Ruler, the fight ends pretty fast. I'm used to just dodge away until I can get a ranged attack, so I don't know about playing this boss in melee. But I'm starting to figure out the hitboxes a little bit, actually. So if we can get this boss, then that takes us really far forward. Because that's like the other option for how to get to DLC 2. As long as we can kill Lothric and Lorien, which really should not be a problem, because that's an easy boss. So I just need to be able to kill this boss, and it's going to take a while. We're not even close to the hard part, though. The phase 2 is where it's really tough. At least that stomp attack he does there, it makes the sound like we got hit, but it doesn't actually deal damage to us, so it's just kind of obnoxious because it just knocks us down. Ooh. Alright, good attack. I wonder why punching his hands does more damage. It's a little weird. Nice. It's so hard to hit those hands with punches, though, man. It was a bad timed dodge, so I'm glad I was out of melee range. Oh, I don't know why I thought he was doing a completely different attack. I don't know why. All right, well, we are into Lloyd's Sword Ring range, so we can get some extra damage going here. Nice. Alright, well, we're about a fifth of the way there. All things considered, like, we've only used 3 Estus. A third of the way there is good. It's just the fight's not gonna exactly stay this exact same level of difficulty. It will get harder. Oop, I was greedy. But, you know, we were just talking on the podcast earlier about patience. This is like the ultimate in patience. Luckily, he hangs his arms down pretty low. Do your hands hang low? Do that. Took some damage. Not good. And so I do have my my divine, whatever it's called, divine blessing, if I need an emergency heal, and I believe I have 2. But, like, I'm not going to use that until it's, like, you know, oh, the boss is at, like, 5% health, and I just need 1 more heal. I want to save it for an emergency, considering it's very limited. Limited edition. I got this at a Comic-Con. Alright. We getting there. We're getting kind of close to when he's going to jump into phase 2, so... Ooh, look at that. A stagger. Ooh, real damage. Haha. I didn't even realize I would be able to stagger him this way. Alright, we're in phase 2. This is where it's going to get a little scary, because now he actually, like, really... His attacks have, like, big hitboxes. And he just attacks a whole lot faster. So we really want to stay close to him because he does like a punch attack, like a jumping punch attack, which will hurt us a lot. Yeah, that's one of the ones I am not too used to, that attack. So many effects. Alright, that attack is the same as in the previous phase. Nope. Oof. Lucky me. I did a bad dodge. Okay, that's the same one too. Luckily, there's not like any like lingering damage around his weapon or something. So, like, because of the flames. And that stomp, although it looks like it should do damage, doesn't. I just wish he would stop spamming it. We're about halfway there. The fact that I could stagger him and get a riposte is actually really big news. I didn't even know that that was a thing. Okay, I'm in the corner. I do not like it here. Which is a shame, because that was a really good punish attack. Oh! Not what I thought he was going to do. Alright, nice. Possibly third attack. Nope, just 2. Whee. Oh boy, okay. I'm glad I could fit through his legs there. Ooh. Oh, no, never mind. I thought that was another full stagger. I'm actually not sure why he fell down there. That was kind of weird. Woo, baby. My hands are getting sweaty because this fight is scary. However, though, one thing I will say upon doing this actually feels a whole lot less daunting than I was expecting it was going to be. It's still daunting. This is rough, and it's very possible that I will die at any point, and then all of this work will be for nothing. But if I can avoid that, it would be very good. If I can just kill him on my first try, I would be pretty darn happy. Nice. Oh, man. Got greedy. I cannot do that in this fight. Alright, thank you, sir, for the long, slow attack. Whew. Ah, man. I don't know if that was a riposte one or if that was just a random stagger again. That was a very lucky dodge, by the way. I saw him moving down and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have like one chance at this. Ooh. Scary. I'm definitely getting a little greedy at this point, which is not good. Like, I can see myself doing it, and I can't stop it. He's gonna do a stomp. No. I'm trying to figure out when he does the stomps, and I was thinking maybe it's whenever you hit his feet. Like, he wants to do it, but I'm not sure. Okay, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe. Alright, yeah, never mind, because I hadn't hit a foot for a really long time there. I think he just does it whenever you're underfoot in general. And you can dodge it, like right there. It's just very, very tough because it's such a quick attack. Nope, okay. So that must just be for whatever reason he, like, every once in a while will stagger down. That may be, like, if he could be riposted during this phase, that would be when you would do it. But because he can't, it doesn't do it, maybe. And flamp. Third attack. So this is, oh, that's a riposte. Whew, nice. That is gonna help a ton. We are almost there. This fight is a lot easier. Like, the dodges and everything are a lot easier than I realized. So I spend a lot of my time playing, like, whenever I'm playing this game, I spend a lot of time playing modded. And modded Yorm the Giant for both Cinders and Convergence, which are like the two big mods, they make this fight like absolutely ridiculous. Convergence makes the Storm Ruler not even work on him, but he still has all this crazy high health. Whoops, so the fight takes forever. But Cinders also just like adds all sorts of spell effects to the fight. So, like, you know, when he, like, for example, in Convergence, which also adds spell effects, when he goes down, like, when he falls down from getting a hit with something, saw my life flash before my eyes, he will, like, shoot fireballs out and everything, and it's so frustrating, because they, like, track you, but, like, there's also, like, his stomp attack does, like, this like extra hitbox that like lasts forever and is pretty much impossible to dodge. Same with his like when he charges after you. So like I don't know quite how to successfully dodge those, and so I'm just so used to this being like a really, really brutal fight, but or like a fight with just like a bunch of attacks that I have no idea what to do. But now that I'm actually taking the time to learn it, this is extremely easy to dodge. It's just if you're willing to take all the extra time to do all this, it's not too bad. Oh, that's no problem, Thorn. Well, look at that. I never, ever in a million years would have thought that Yorm was the easiest of these three bosses. Wow. Well, so here's the thing. Yorm was the boss that I was the most afraid of in this entire run. Like, every time I thought of, like, I was like dreading doing Yorm. I was like, okay, this fight, it's just gonna take so long. I'm gonna end up making a mistake like 20 minutes in, and then like everything's gonna fall apart, and blah, blah, blah. I had no idea that I was gonna be able to just go in there and one-shot it like that. It took a long time. I think that was 20 minutes, but surprisingly satisfying. You know, I mean, I guess I shouldn't even say surprisingly satisfying. It goes with exactly what we were talking about in the talk show today, that you have to have the patience. Like I didn't try and rush anything. I got a little greedy a few times and I almost ended up dying for it, but like I didn't even need to have an ember or anything. I didn't need to do a whole lot. I just needed to know kind of when to dodge and to really focus while I was fighting and pay attention to how to dodge. And because of that, when you end up completing it, it's like, oh, that felt really good. Like, that felt great to get that kill. So, here's the thing. Stream is supposed to normally end in 6 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run, I'm going to run to Twin Princes, and then we'll probably call it there. And I say, like, I want to do that because it is a very long run, but also because it will allow us to get our last Estus Flask and Undead Bone Shard. And so what's going to happen next time we play this is we're going to go and kill the Twin Princes, and then we're going to kill we might kill Soul of Cinder, I'm not sure, but we are going to enter DLC 2. And there's the 4 bosses in that DLC. The Demon Prince, the Half-Light Spear of the Church, which is actually, I think, Thorn, you were talking earlier, if you can be invaded during a boss fight. I had forgotten that one. You actually, if you play online, the big boss itself is the you get invaded by a player, so it's kind of fun. And then there's Midir, who is my favorite one, and Gale, who will be, I think Gale will be like one of the toughest ones, because that boss he's got some crazy attacks. So that will be, I mean, and I don't know if that's all gonna happen on the next time we're playing, but that will be at some point in the future. Oh my goodness, these magic attacks. Okay, calm yourselves. You just need to make it through here. There's nothing of worth in this zone, other than at the very top up there, there's a thing. But yeah, so there will be a little bit of difficulty, I'm sure, with all of those bosses. They're not going to be like super easy, but they'll be quicker than something like Yorm in terms of like they won't be the 20-minute fight. And I've done them a lot more because they are the harder bosses, so I've spent a lot more time practicing against them, especially Midir. So, and like Midir is a huge amount of souls that you get from defeating that boss. So it'll be really nice when we get to there to be able to get a big souls boost. And then hopefully all of these things together will allow us to boost our dexterity and strength up a bit, which will give us more damage dealt, and then we'll be able to defeat Sister Fried. Honestly, I'm still not super worried about Nameless King, I mean, we tried to fight that boss like 3 times and we died each time, but I'm gonna go in next time I go into it. I'm gonna go in with more armor. I think I also want to go in with better damage, because I am the first phase just takes so long and it's really unfun. So I want to make sure that I have the highest possible damage going into that and going into Freed. I still can't believe, though, that I ended up successfully doing Yorm, and it was, like, not at all as difficult as I was expecting it was going to be. It was a long fight, but it wasn't difficult. Hey, an ember. There's the undead bone shard. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, da, da, da. Yorm has a good boss song. It's boss theme. Ah! Welcome to the Bone Zone. Welcome to the Bone Zone. There's a whole lot more. Oh, that's right. I don't have to actually activate anything for this. There's a whole lot more that comes with that welcome to the Bone Zone that I'm very much not going to say. So we can get our last Estus Flask shard right over here, and then we can make our way to Twin Princes and unlock the shortcut there. And then once we do, that'll be the end of stream. I would go and fight them today, but it is at the end of stream. Technically, we're actually going to go a little bit over just running to the Twin Princes, so, you know. You don't have to get into here this way, I just like to do it, because that was... The first time I got here, I thought that was how you had to, because I didn't see there was an entrance over there. And so I was like, wow, this is really difficult. Oh, but there is actually something I almost forgot. There's something we can get here that's going to be really useful to us. Because right now we have this ring that gives us a little bit of dexterity. We're just going to get the Dexterity Ring, which is going to give us even more. Whoops, that's up one. And actually, do I have the Faith Ring? Because I can get the Strength Ring, actually. And that'll help us a lot, too. So that, I mean, that'll have to be, like, next time that I get it. But, alright, there we go, Hunter's Ring. There are going to be some guys that are going to jump down here. We don't even care about them. Although if we were going for max souls, like for soul farming, we could. Although I don't think they would really be the best soul farming, just because they have a lot of health and do a lot of damage. Hey, excuse me. What's this all about, buddy? I'm not your buddy, guy. I'm not your guy, friend. Well, he's not your friend, buddy. Ah! These guys hurt very much. This area is so awful to run through. There's just so many enemies. Ah! Alright. Let's go and do that. And then we'll go ahead and head back so that we can upgrade our Estus and everything. And then that'll be the end of stream. That is the end of stream. I wish we could upgrade these fists. We can't. That is what? Prithee, be careful. I don't want to see me work squandered. Oops, I did not mean to burn Champion's Bones, but that's fine. That's just if you want to do, like, a PvP arena thing. So, okay, that is the end of stream today.